In this video we will discover the best 21 places to visit in East Coast, USA. The United States of America is a massive country, and it has always been a tourist destination for the rest of the world. The nation features grand parks, landmarks, and the most beautiful cities we'll ever see in our lives. You may already know about most of them if you're a citizen, but that might not be the case with foreigners. For those interested in visiting this wonderful and enormous country, consider the East Coast first. The eastern side comprises major cities like New York and Washington, plus this region shows a lot of places with historical significance. So, no matter if you're touring this side by road or train, you'll find plenty of destinations here. Stay here to know about all the best places to visit in East Coast, USA. 1. Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard is a wonderful place to visit in the United States. In the era of globalization, when being original is considered old-fashioned, the residents here are still working to preserve the island's uniqueness. Their culture and cuisine are still unaffected by the outside, which is easy to notice since it will be hard for you to find any big-name food chains or franchises. Situated in the south of Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard is the largest island in the New England region and a popular summer destination. Several lighthouses, churches, an antique town center, and Victorian cottages are worth exploring here. 2. New York. A New York City experience is hard to compile in just a paragraph or two. Being the most populated city in the United States, this megacity has people from every country, culture, and ethnicity. The architecture of this city is undeniably remarkable. However, the Manhattan skyline, the Statue of Liberty, and Central Park are just a few names in a long and great list of attractions. In fact, it will require days to explore and cover the abundance of landmarks that are scattered throughout this metropolis. If you're pressed for time, consider a day trip because you cannot afford to skip New York if you're planning to visit the East Coast. 3. Baltimore. Baltimore is the most populous city in the state of Maryland, and it is situated in the middle of the route between Washington and Philadelphia. Every place in the world has tourist stops to offer, and so does this city. It officially maintains 9 regions, and there are over 100 districts, so it is also known as the City of Neighborhoods. This is an interesting place to explore, due to the fact that it has more public monuments than any other city in the United States, so it will take you days to see most of them. While here, be sure to visit Fort McHenry National Monument and Historic Shrine. 4. Atlantic City. Atlantic City is the liveliest destination on the East Coast, hands down. It may sound surprising, but it is comparable to Las Vegas, without the heat. The never-ending nightlife, casinos, and enchanting hotels are what this place is all about. And since it's a popular resort destination, you will have the opportunity to enjoy the ocean, the boardwalk, and even a beach carnival. Summer is the best time to visit so you can relish the best of both worlds. 5. Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a historic place and the largest municipality in the state of Pennsylvania. The history of the United States tells us the significance of Philly during the days of the American Revolution. It will forever be remembered as the meeting place of the nation's founding fathers before the Declaration of Independence. Philadelphia has recently been declared a heritage city by UNESCO, so it's not a surprise to see that this is one of the most visited places in the country today. Make sure to visit Independence National Historical Park while here. 6. Miami. You can visit plenty of coastal locations in this country, but none will come close to Miami. Situated in the most southeastern part of the United States, this city is known for its warm beaches, energetic nightlife, and the iconic Art Deco district. It's unofficially known as the cruise capital of the world and is, in fact, the busiest cruise port in the world. With all these and more, Miami is deemed among the most popular holiday destinations, especially in the summer. Now you know why the city is visited by a large number of foreigners every year. 7. Charleston. Charleston became a settlement during the colonial period and is the oldest municipal in the state of South Carolina. It was nicknamed the Holy City due to its religious freedom, which allowed people to build many places of worship. The city has over 200 churches today, and 76 of them can be found in the downtown area. Other relics from the past are the defensive seawall of the Battery, Citadel, the Old City Market, Fort Sumter, and more. This is an interesting place to explore if you're curious about colonial history. 8. Newport. Newport is a city in Rhode Island that is situated between Jamestown and Middletown. Although the entire Rhode Island is worth your time, the city of Newport holds an impressive number of hallmarks. It is always very refreshing to see the Gilded Age landmarks like the Breakers, Marble House, Rosecliff, and the Elm. Moreover, many Victorian-era buildings are scattered throughout the city. Other than that, the ruins, parks, lighthouses, and beaches are other reasons to explore Newport. 9. Portland, Maine. This vibrant port town is situated on a peninsula at Casco Bay, which is positioned towards the south of the state of Maine. A visit to Portland will be a breathtaking experience, and we're certain that you will be taking many photographs of your vacation here. The city has 20 neighborhoods, however, 3 particular districts are especially worth your time. The famous Art District shows Victorian-era architecture, the historic downtown, and the museum. Old Port District is where you will find cafes and restaurants along the wharf. Finally, head to Western Promenade, the neighborhood that features beautiful public parks and green corridors. Visit as many lighthouses as you can while here. 10. Providence. Visiting Newport, a beautiful seaside city on a narrow peninsula in Narragansett Bay, will be incomplete without exploring Providence and vice versa. Providence is situated to the north of Newport, an hour away by the road or by ferry. It is the capital city of the state of Rhode Island and one of the oldest cities in the country to be industrialized. See the heritage in Providence and admire the lovely cityscape of New England. This destination also boasts over 1,200 acres, 485 hectares, of parkland within its boundaries, which is pretty significant for a relatively small city. 11. Lancaster. Lancaster is located an hour to the west of Philadelphia, and it's a medium-sized city. This destination played a significant part during the American Revolution and even remained the national capital for a day. Lancaster is also celebrated for its Dutch heritage and the Amish community. You will see Amish people living a simple life, and Lancaster has a village dedicated to them, as well as a few historical museums in the city proper. The limestone caves at Indian Echo Cavern and the recreational parklands near Susquehanna River are also worth a visit. 12. Erie. This city is situated in the northwestern part of Pennsylvania, on the shores of Lake Erie from where it gets the name. Being a lakeside location, the place is deemed great for summer vacation. It celebrates several festivals that occur between May and September. However, people can also enjoy winters here if they know where to find the fun. It's easy to note that there are many opportunities for boating and fishing here since it's situated next to one of the Great Lakes. So if you're interested in any of these activities, consider visiting Erie. 13. Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale is located less than an hour's drive away from Miami City, Florida. As it is close to the metropolitan zone of Miami, this comparatively smaller destination also flaunts an energetic nightlife in its many bars, shimmering hotels, and restaurants. This city boasts Venice-like canals and beaches similar to Florida. Port Everglades, a popular cruise ship harbor, is also located here. This seaport allows people to actually travel to more beautiful places from this city. This is a great vacation destination for youngsters. 14. Washington, D.C. This is the capital city of the most powerful country in the world, and it is a very important place to visit, whether someone is touring just the East Coast or the entire nation. Washington, D.C. is well known for its art and culture, a grand number of museums and monuments, and its connection to U.S. history. Capitol Building, Botanical Garden, Lincoln Memorial, Washington Monument, the Smithsonian Institutions, International Spy Museum, and many more prestigious places are there to see in this city, most of which are absolutely free to visit. Speaking of the outdoors, this great destination features many parklands and trailheads worth exploring. 15. Boston. Boston is also a very significant city and a great place to visit. It is known for being the birthplace of the American Revolution, and it has witnessed some great moments in history that have shaped America. Visiting the Freedom Trail, Bunker Hill Monument, Boston Tea Party ships and museum, and other historical sites are a great way to learn about the place's past. This is also the most populous city in the New England area and an opportunity for you to experience a new culture. The accent, dialect, and cuisine are some things you can learn about on your trip. 16. Salem. Salem is located in the northern region of Massachusetts and was one of the most important harbors during the colonial period. The city was a prime trading port and has seen some historic events during the American Revolution. This place is better recognized because of the famous witch trials. The hysteria began here in the 1690s when people were accused of witchcraft. This resulted in the public execution of 14 women and 5 men, including a church priest named George Burroughs. Judicial intervention stopped the brutality, but the events had already made this little town notable. 17. Tampa. This is the third largest city in the state of Florida and is situated on the west, next to Tampa Bay. It is a lively city, and perhaps the best destination in the southwest region of this state. You will find over 150 parks here, plus beautiful beaches and many boating and fishing opportunities. Moreover, there are museums, amusement parks, nightclubs, restaurants, and green corridors worth seeing. For outdoor adventures, you will find plenty of canoeing locations, hiking trails, and secluded beaches close by. 18. Sarasota. Sarasota is another famous tourist destination in the western part of Florida, and it is located about an hour's drive from Tampa. This city may not offer you the same kind of nightlife experience as Tampa, but it boasts some great beaches. The most notable of all include Siesta Key and Lido Key Beach. The Barrier Islands beaches are known for shallow depths and white sands that stretch out for miles. Tourists should also visit landmarks like Ringling Circus Museum, Marie Selby Botanical Garden, and Ca. Dazan. 19. Orlando. Orlando is probably the biggest attraction on the East Coast. Although it shows attractions and landmarks from the colonial period, the city is best recognized for other entertainment venues. The reason is valid, as Orlando boasts 7 heavily visited amusement parks in the country. 5 of them are ranked in the world's top 10 list. It's a place where you can check out one of, or all, 4 aqua parks in America. Walt Disney World Resort and Universal Studio Orlando Resort are 2 of the most popular places in Orlando. 20. Greenwich. Greenwich is one of the oldest towns in Connecticut, and a place where one can still find that charming New England feel. This can be a wonderful vacation destination for those who have plans to visit New York, as this place is just a 1-hour train ride from Manhattan's Grand Central Terminal Station. The secluded beaches, hiking trails, and parks are the most obvious things that a person will notice in Greenwich. However, the art and culture scene is also very active. Bruce Museum, Greenwich Library, Putnam Cottage, and other such places are worth your time. The downtown area will introduce you to the town's vibrant nightlife. 21. Newark. It is no surprise that most people prefer to visit New York over any other location on the East Coast. The Big Apple boasts many reasons to be on the top of the list, but while here, plan to cover more than just Manhattan. For instance, the city of Newark is adjacent to New York, and it is the most populous city in the state of New Jersey. It is a place that can very well provide you a vibrant experience. The nightlife is energetic, almost to the level of Manhattan. The shopping and dining experience is also top-notch. While here, you should also check out its historic landmarks, like John Valentine House and Grace Church. Plan your trip to the East Coast. Depending on the month you choose to explore the East Coast, you will definitely need to map it out. The northern regions will not be so easy during the winter and, likewise, the south may not be fun to go to during the rainy season. Plan your route accordingly and check the weather. There are endless opportunities waiting for you on the East Coast. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe.